Right, well, hello there. And let's see if we can get this to actually capture in game capture. Yes, sometimes it does not want to work. Hmm. Well, screen capture it is, but that should be fine. Either way, this is off. A very interesting game. I'm not going to be able to read that in time, but you can definitely pause to read that. A caution, it is possible that certain scenes in this game may prove shocking to an unwarned public. Or maybe not. The soundtrack and sound effects of Off, created by Elias Conrad Caldwell, are an important part of the game. It would be a shame to play without them, and I have to agree. Unproductive fun time. So I've sort of played Off before. Never beaten it. I believe I've only played roughly halfway through before I forgot I had it downloaded because I have bad habits of forgetting that things other than Steam exist. So I most definitely left it in the wayside. But I have seen people play through it a little bit, and I have watched Markiplier, I believe, play through this at least once or twice. Probably twice, honestly. But it's a very interesting series, to say the least. Your name is Aldwin, correct? Yes, I'm a boy. All right. Welcome, Aldwin. You have been assigned to a being called the Batter. The Batter is on a mission. Be sure that it is completed. I completely misread that. I added my own phrasing. Be sure that it's accomplished. We will let you both out in Zone Zero. Good luck. For more information, find the one called The Judge. And so for this one, I do think I will try to do a few different voices here or there. But for the Batter and for the overall voice of this, I'll be using my own. To move my body, use the arrow keys on your keyboard. To interact with the environment, use the spacebar or the enter key. So I cannot use the BSD, but I can very well use the arrows. Zone 0. And no, that is not water you are seeing that is moving on the sides. It is actually plastic. There cannot be any living beings in Zone 0. Hence, I deduce that you are a pure figment of my imagination. Nevertheless, I will introduce myself. I am the Judge, and I am aching to know your name, dear illusory interlocutor. I am the Batter. I have been entrusted with a sacred mission. It is a pleasure, although it was not the body I was addressing, but the soul that it harbors. What is your name, Controller? His name is Aldwin. He can't talk to us. However, he can see and hear everything. Even though you, too, are but an imaginary spectre in mine eyes, let it be said that I am delighted to meet you as well, dear Aldwin. I believe we need your help. Many people are in need of my services, you know. Everybody loves cats. We rub ourselves against their legs and purr in a most insistent manner. They adore that. I'm not talking about that kind of help. I see. But what sort of service could I offer to an ectoplasmic entity? I have a sacred mission to fulfill. I must purify the world. There is no objective more laudable than yours. I accept to serve you as a guide through this area. If it is of any help to you, thanks. Alright. First of all, there's these chests here. Electric has been found. And I cannot go over there. Allow me to inform you that I find you quite tangible for a phantasmagorial being. Might you in fact be a person of flesh and blood? I think so. Then I was mistaken from the beginning, and you do not even interrupt me in my fanciful phantasms. This is relatively bizarre, I must say, for you are the first living being I was given to encounter in this place. I had, incidentally, concluded that Zone Zero was an empty land. It is all too obvious that I was led astray. However, there exist other zones, and in those territories, hostile individuals might attack you most violently. Your sacred mission will likely lead you into these lands. Would you like me to acquaint you with the art of violent confrontation? Combat tutorial? Sure. Purification in progress. This is the battle screen. As you can observe, you will find yourself placed in the right-hand side of the screen. Your opponent, however, in this case yours truly, will be located on the left, the correct place for a single combat. At the beginning of combat, a choice will be presented to you. You have to decide between attack and auto. Naturally, attack allows you to engage the fight in the classical fashion. If auto is your choice, the computer will make the strategic decisions in your place, turning you into a simple spectator. But now it is the time to make an attempt. Choose attack. Select the batter, then choose attack anew to slay me with your bat. Do not utilize the auto function. The computer will not restrain itself, and I fear I would die, taking my secrets with me to the grave. I have never gone through and actually selected auto on this. I'm sort of curious if it actually would attack and kill him outright in the tutorial. That would create for an interesting playthrough. Excellent, dear sportive companion. Know that both the level of the batter and that of his opponent determine the impact of your assaults. It is also possible for you or your adversaries to slightly avoid the offensive moves you will exchange. Finally, on occasion, your concrete will may allow you to release a critical strike, causing teeth to fly in heaps. But let us proceed. If you are willing to, you may have noticed that when you first chose attack upon selecting the batter, a new window opened itself at the lower right-hand corner of the screen. There you have the choice between 4 new options. Attack elects to carry out a soul strike against a likewise soul adversary. Competence permits you to use one of your special talents. Objects lets you access the inventory you are presently carrying. Finally, flee is the option of the coward. While I dehoard from this alternative, note that only the batter may select it in his personal menu. So, let us attempt to utilize an item. Take this luck ticket and graciously use it on the batter's person. A luck ticket has been found. Right. Objects. Luck ticket. Recovers a moderate amount of HP. Impeccable. Your mastery of battle borders on brilliancy, my friend. But there is one thing we have not yet addressed. I am, of course, talking about competences. There are, generally speaking, special moves that trigger surprising effects. It may be that they are particularly powerful attacks, or such that they induce a resurgence of health points. Nevertheless, know this. Any use of competences leads to a consumption of competence points. So I suggest that you use your skills with parsimony. Once your CP are consumed, it will be impossible to carry out heavy assaults, and if by some mischance you happen to cross swords with a tougher opponent before recovering some CP, your victory will be uncertain. But let us try right away. Choose competence and try using wide angle, which will allow you to analyze your enemy. Competence, analyze the enemy's... wrong voice. Analysis. Or rather, yes, that says analysis, the enemy's characteristics. What? And rather than analyze. Oh, right, translations. I do believe that's actually a mistranslation. That was never corrected. It also requires 2 competency points. The judge, a cryptic feline of odd appearance. HP 300, CP 30. No weaknesses nor restrictions. You now know not only all about my attributes, but also about the art of combat. About the wide angle, know that it's analysis will always be based on the start of the battle. Oh, right. So it Thus, it may accidentally analyze adversaries you have already knocked down for a long time. The confrontation ends, theoretically, when the health points of your team or of your opponents fall to zero. Take good care of your health if you want a successful career purification. I was actually about to explain what he just explained, so never mind. From now on, you will be ready to dispose of all impure obstacles that dare appear in your luminous mission's ways. Well, supposing your intelligence is on the same level with your undeniable capability of dealing bad blows to an innocent cat. How very rude. But be it as it may, your training has not reached its end yet. Let me ask you to follow me, if you still want me as your guide. And he just zooms right up that ladder. Alright. Well, let's speak to him first, even though it's 1, 2, 3, 4, very straightforward. Ah, yes, to pass through, it will be necessary to use your cerebral organ correctly. You know, the one bathing flabbily in your cranium. I think that these floating blocks correspond in some way or another to the symbols you can see upon the wall. Right, very straightforward indeed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Is there a problem? Oh dear, charming hero, I cannot do everything in your place. I am not your genitor, after all. Nonetheless, may I perhaps dare suggest to try and activate some of these floating blocks? I skipped that by mistake. Sorry, and solve me this intriguing obstacle, and post-haste, if you please. I wish to rejoin the ground floor as soon as possible. Alright, very straightforward once again. Oh, maybe not. 1, 2... So I'm trying to figure out, right? Am I supposed to go... Obviously, it's not so much in order. They have 1, 2, 2. So 1, 2... Oh, right, okay. But I'm not sure... I get it now. So 1, 2, 6, 8, and 2, 3. So first I was trying to think, oh, it's in order, right? So it's top down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. So you're going in order here. According to this, but it's in a straight line, so it's not really showing what it is, but it doesn't fade because it's 2 here and 2 there, and you just go in sequence, hitting the ones you want, and it's going to be very similarly here. We already saw the puzzle outside. Ah, finally, after all that effort, the long-awaited reward makes its entrance to the scene. Oh, the cat food. So, again, we saw the answer already. Well, first, a piece of civil flesh has been found. So 448287C. So that is 448. Was it 828 or 882? 8287 and C. And we are completed and able to move on. But before we move on, never mind, he's gone. I was going to try and speak to him. Here we have an accessory that will prove especially useful to your purifying quest, dear enlightened student and sportive friend. It is a cube floating in the air, as you have probably noticed. Nevertheless, you will be able to differentiate it from its ilk by the contrast of its clashing colors, assaulting your gaze with bad taste and defying any sensible course of plastic arts. Do not judge it too quickly, however, for despite its criticizable appearance, this red cube is of undeniable use. Aside from restoring the entirety of your health and competence points, it is capable of saving your progress and sending you to the nothingness. The nothingness is a place of transition, outside of space itself, where you can travel from one point to another at the speed of light. I now invite you to try for yourself, in order to discover locations more populous than this deserted land. Open your wings, my dear companion, and fly towards the following zones, without hesitation. Your only enemy is the fear that will grab you. Okay. Do not weary yourself. I too travel much between the different zones of the world. Perhaps we will come to meet again. By the way, by the by, take this. This item of a curious name will be the key that shall permit you to enter Zone 1. Have I clarified that you can, at any moment, consult your inventory and characteristics by pressing the ESC key? The Leo card has been found. So, the escape key. The better purifier level 2. Pure. Objects. We have the electric and silver flesh. One's for HP, one's for CP. Competence. We only have wide angle for analyzing. Offensive. Herald bat. Nothing further. I'm not sure what this is. Waiting active. Health points and competence points completely restored. Save game, of course. So as I said, I have played this a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and overwrite that because I don't really care, to be honest. Return to nothingness. So we have zone 0, 2, 3, 1 in the room. It's impossible to enter. You need an adequate zodiac card. Enter zone 1, yes. But there's not really much of sense to be made from those whispers. There's no real need to save either. So, a voice for these people. I'm not sure what to give them. Let's see. Some sort of a hesitant voice. Chairman number 1 is a very useful means to transport you. Get different areas of Zone 1. Right, same dialogue. Please select your destination. Damien. Or cancel. Not really much use in cancelling. We have nowhere to go. Damien. Tramway number 2 hasn't been coming for a long time. A visitor. I am, welcome to the smoke mines. May I know who you are? Are you an inspector? No, I'm the Batter. I've come to exterminate the impure spirits. The Batter? The impure spirits? Are you some sort of prophet, or perhaps a man of belief? Yeah, something like that. Who sent you? Nobody. I am being led by Aldwin. I don't know him. I must be a member of the superior personnel. In any other case, that's good. That means our request has been approved. Come, I'm going to explain your task. I'll, read this one in my voice, I believe. Or, well, no, maybe not. He is actually speaking it, so we'll continue the hesitancy. You are here in the smoke mines of Damien, in the south zone of number 1. South of zone number 1, rather. Here, we send laborers into deep tunnels to unearth metal from the ground, freeing trapped smoke from the depths. Using various tools, we put some of it into bottles, which the Queen sends to the other zones. The rest of it flows free and forms the air that our lungs inhale and exhale. So that we can live. It's an essential element, the first among the 4 elements. Because without smoke, people would have nothing to breathe. There we are. So, how do I put this? Where are the impures? Yes, there we go. There are many spectres in the mines, and they are getting more and more aggressive. But, in fact, it would be good if you would go there because the regulations forbid access to the smoke mines for visitors. And so, here's what we're going to do. There's an annex tunnel that nobody ever goes to, but a miner went in there some time ago, and he saw something strange, he said. Nothing like the usual. So I thought maybe that's the leader of the specters. There we are. If you accept, you'll go into the annex mine and kill the leader of the specters. Then the specters will disappear and we can work properly again. There we go. There we are. Do you have any questions? No. Oh, great. Impeccable. The tunnel is right down there. I will wait for you here. And of course we're not going to go there first. We're going to go in here and steal his belongings. An luck ticket has been found. Oh, soon I might be promoted. I'd be able to do surveillance in Alma. I'm anxious for that to happen. I'm wondering now, actually, if Alma has another meaning, because Alma's also the name of the lady from Fear 3, and I never realized that it was the same. I'm curious about that now. I should have put pixel graphics on the text on this, actually. It is a little pixely. One moment, I want to crank that. Because I did take it off since the last game we played had pixel graphics, and I completely forgot this did too. One moment. Also, sorry if I'm a little stuffy still. Let's see. Yeah, I'm a little, stuffy still. I'm not sure why. It's really annoying. I'm not exactly sick, but I'm not exactly healthy, I suppose. Be it that as it may. Well, who do we have here? Is that not Aldwin and his charming jumping Jack the Batter? Might you be the Spectre's leader? No, certainly not. I am only passing through, not unlike the smoke which is being extracted from this pale and metallic place. However, I believe I know where the one you take for an ectoplasm can be found. To tell the truth, I am perplexed. Let me try that again. To tell the truth, I am perplexed. I think it is one of those peculiar things called a spherical add-on. I have very well tried to appropriate it, but the operation has systematically failed. But I am thinking, maybe you, one who is not of the physical matter, will perhaps succeed in binding this spiritual entity to yours. Alright, well, let's get us an ally. Add-on Alpha has joined you. What an exceptionally intriguing phenomenon. I must admit that I remain perplexed by this unexpected metaphysical reaction. Fair enough. Since it has decided to accompany you, I know only to advise you to make the best possible use of it. I got it. The leader of the Spectres isn't here. Apologies, but I fear I have to respond in the negative. This add-on aside, I have not crossed paths with a single moving soul in this place. Another interesting thing is that he refers to souls and spirits, and the badge is non-physical or corporeal, though we very much are here, but I suppose the spiritual is something other. There's nothing here. This is the sort of spot that I am particularly fond of. What you seek is certainly located elsewhere. Alright, well then. You've returned. So, have you killed the Spectres? No, it wasn't there. Oh, really? Bugger. Crap, then, I believe that I'll have to let you into the main gorges, then. But, the regulations are against it. Alright, I suppose this is a very special case, but stated in paragraph 5. So, good. Well, the main mines are on the right, there. Will you find the leader of the Spectres? Well, it would be great if that was possible. Well, yes, it would be great. Alright, and is there anything here? I'm curious. There is. A joker has been found. Alright, well, let's talk to them then. What are you doing here? Are you part of the main inspection personnel? Same information. There's a phantoms down there. They keep us from working properly, but this is my break time anyway. You've come to eliminate the Spectre? Oh, that's good news. they're not really earning much. The lamps don't always work in the innermost corridors, and since everything looks the same around here, it's easy to get lost. There are phantoms in all the tunnels, so be careful, sir. And besides, who has let you into here? Normally the regulations prohibit external visitors. Man, doing that voice is sort of acting up. Show yourselves, corrupted children. I have the voice of forgiveness. That'll eliminate your ill-fated forms. Prepare yourselves to receive my judgment. I do love how he sees this, he gets surrounded, and he does not care. He is absolutely prepared. But of course, we are first going to wide angle. Common specters, mysterious ectoplasmic incarnations, HP 10, light resistance against smoke. That's quite painful. Completely missed. I'm gonna hit auto on this, just so it speeds up, because honestly this fight's just attack back and forth, nothing particularly special. And no need for items for the most part. But this is not a particularly hard one to work with. Also, I'm gonna have to lower the volume down shortly. Just a little bit for the music at least. Adversaries purified. 400 experience points gained. 80 credit received. Luck ticket received. Luck ticket received. Luck ticket received. Luck ticket received. This add-on is fighting by my side. That's useful. Let's purify the other galleries. Health points and competence points completely restored. The yellow box don't allow you to return to the nothingness. Save game? Yes. Alright, one moment, I'm gonna mute myself here and try to clear my sinuses. I'm going to be right back. One moment. Alright, apologies. needed to go to the restroom to try and blow my nose. It's one of the annoying things is I don't really get sick much, but the one sickness that I do tend to get is the runny and stuffed nose that never seems to leave. It's very annoying. Alright, one moment. Let me try and... Actually, it's not an option here, is it? Alright, one moment. I'm actually surprised that it was that low already. And it's still this loud to me. That's insane. Right, well, either way. One of the annoying things for me is I tend to get, well, usually just around the change of seasons or winter, but it's mostly because I'm stuck indoors during winter anyways. But I'll get to runny or stuffed nose that will last for ages. Sometimes sinus build up as well, really annoying, but that part doesn't last long. The runny and stuffed nose is sort of a constant. Never really goes away. A joker has been found. Also, what does the joker do? One moment. Revive a character. Oh, that's actually not too bad. I'm working... I'm being protective. I swear it's... Oh, right. Sort of random encounters. Oh, and they're floating heads. Magnolias times 3. A floating severed head. 30 HP has a light weakness against meat. Meat is another element, by the way. Chronic migraines. We're going to go ahead and leave it for auto right now. So one of the things on this that I might do is farm for levels off stream, just because it's sort of very monotonous, but also I quite enjoy just the monotony sometimes. Adversaries purified, 300 experience points gained, 60 credits received. I sort of enjoy the monotony of grinding away at levels in certain games like this, so long as I have something else that I'm also doing, like watching a video of some form, or a series, or listening to a podcast or a story, typically night novel or creepypasta of some form. Or listening, or watching Doctor Who. That's recently what I've been doing a lot of. I'm on season 12 currently. Very good, but sort of... I don't know, it's a little odd. 2 pieces of Belial's meat have been found. Cures all negative status alterations. So, also, one of the other things is, I realized that for the cat's voice, my current voice would have been much more fitting, but I can't really... I want to try and differentiate the voices of the characters as much as possible, so it's a little hard to find better ones. Also, I realized that in a good few of these, my voices are going to be slightly skewed towards what Markiplier has once done, because his are the voices I sort of imagine these characters as, since he's the first one I believe to have watched play this. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I didn't catch... That's fine. Wide angle. It's called a January. Ghoul with a dusty breath. 90 HP, light weakness against metals. No competencies on the creature. Or on the add-on, rather. And that should be the end of it there. I also have itself in that one hit anyways, so... 170 experience points gained, 50 credits received. Alpha achieved level 2, saturated string has been acquired. And what is saturated string? Oh, it's not here. Equipment then, let's see. Also, audacious symbol. Oh, saturated strings. One of the abilities, special attack with low impact. Alright. I'm not sure where to go either, I just know that this is one of those sorts of areas where the more I run around, the more that I can find creatures. There's a door, but it seems to be locked from the inside. So a sort of shortcut back. Got it. I'm just going to go ahead and auto on this one. And so that's sort of the thing I'm thinking of doing is, I'll stream this for a few hours, and then I'm going to... farm some levels off screen, depending on how it goes, just to sort of help speed things along. And by some levels, I mean until I get bored, which could be multiple hours in a day, or until I think that it's satisfactory. Adversaries purified, 300 experience points gained, 60 credits received, luck ticket received. But also sort of depends on which day it is. Speaking of days, one of the things I'm considering currently is switching up the days that I do streaming. No, we are out of the mines. That's odd. Oh, one moment. What? Did you come from the smoke mines? Yes. But it's full of spectres in there. Yes. Are you a spectre? No. Then who are you? Have you been sent by the Queen or by Tidan? No. But you still know how to fight the spectres. You could destroy them. Yes. Oh, that would be great. That there are spectres in the large cowsheds. Cowsheds. Yes. You are here at the metal farmsteads of Pentel, in the east of Zone 1. Our work consists of cutting livestock into and extracting the metallic rocks contained within the cadavers. All the metal of poor quality is discarded, forming the ground we walk on. The rest is purified and processed to create objects. A part of it is also put into crates and sent to the other zones, so they have objects in soil as well, I suppose. Zinc, fer, aspher, argent. It's an essential element, the first of the 4 elements. What is it? Les chiffres entre parenthèses indiquent les catégories de métal. So it's the areas of. It's just stating that these are the areas of metals. It's a little pixelated, but it's 1s, 2s, and 3s mostly, with 4 or argent being the neck and the head. Alright. Different metals from different portions of the body, but they also take the meat as well. Because without metal, people would have nothing to walk on. They would sink and drown. So there are spectres in the large cowsheds. I must purify the mines first. Yes, but the cowsheds aren't that big. It would be good if you took care of them fast, because the Queen's Inspector is going to arrive at any moment. So please, could you do the cowsheds fast? All right. Okay, great. Thank you so much. The cowsheds are over there to the right. They aren't big at all. You'll see. It's going to be done super quickly. Right. Oh, that was a fish. Right, so before I move any further, speaking of days, as I was trying to say earlier, I'm thinking of altering the days that I stream a little bit. So I'm thinking of Monday, Wednesday. Sorry, not Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Since my my Sundays and Mondays will be busy with D&D, spending time with friends, that sort of thing. Saturdays, I'm sort of thinking of possibly doing the same sort of thing, hang out with friends, and or streaming with them if they're ever playing a game I'm interested in streaming at the very least. Mostly, I have one friend who streams a lot, but on Saturdays with groups of friends, but it's games I'm not particularly interested in. But who knows? Maybe it could be fun. We'll see what it is and how it goes. Might join them if they're willing. And honestly, one of them has been trying to get me to join for certain games, but I'm not really into Ark or what was that other one? Ark and some zombie game. Project Zomboid, that's what it was. And not really my cup of tea, but it will be a lot of fun. You've actually seen me stream them a little bit before. Udenak and I'm not sure which one was playing with us, I don't remember. Not really sure. Friend of friend sort of thing, don't really remember who they were very well. Spoke to them a few times only. But either way, I digress. I'll be switching up starting next week. So 3 days in a row instead of a day in between. And then the 4-day weekend, probably more or less from streaming, I suppose. But either way, That is how I'll be doing that from now on, but I'll keep the same sort of schedule. We'll be playing off, and then on Thursdays instead, I'll be playing, for now, it's something else, primarily World of Horror, um, at least until I'm satisfied with how much of World of Horror we've played and gotten through a fair share of it. So 2 days on a series, and then 1 day with that one, and then I'll go back to having World of Horror be a sort of a backup to mix up playthroughs or break up the monotony, that sort of thing. I should probably stop messing with things on the desks, man. Right, so this is a cow shed here. I prefer working here with the smoke mines. At least you benefit from the outside air. One shouldn't get attached to the animals. Once you are, it gets difficult to put your hands inside. Because they have to extract the minerals. And that's another thing that's interesting as well, is they breathe smoke, and they walk on metals that create the grounds. The sea is of plastic. And there's another thing that I'll mention, which is the meat from the cows. But there's also the metals of the mines that they pull to make the smoke freely escape. And so it's very odd how this whole world works. And these balls are heaps of processed metal, which are going to be sent to the other zones. They're metallic. Are you going to destroy the spectres? Hurry up, we're expecting the Queen's spectres at any moment. It's important to pay close attention to the nutrients of, the nutrition of the animals if you want high-quality metals. And of course, we're going to go ahead and save here. There are 5 spectres left in the cow shed. Can I walk through here? I can. You're looking a little different than the others. Fat Spectre. Baneful ectoplasmic incarnations, 90 HP. Light resistance against smoke. Special attack with low impact. Oh, that's not particularly low. So these voices keep appearing, it looks like. Oh, I was about to try and view them. Should I have the chance? Alright. And there are 4 spectres left in the cow shed. I'm going to use Wide Angle here so that we can learn about... Oh, we cannot learn about the others. They do not give us any information. Interesting. Well, this honestly isn't going too poorly, so we are pretty much at the level it expects us. There's no real grinding necessary this early on. Save first base has been acquired. Interesting. I believe that's a healing ability. Restore some HP. That's actually pretty good. Alright, so we're going to leave it on auto for the most part, because it's just going to be a lot of basic attacks. Later, when combat gets a bit more pressing, I'll actually use the abilities. Also, I'm not sure if there really be much in need of farming. I might only spend 1 session spending a few hours to try and gain some levels, if even that. Depending on how the levels go. But also we'll probably wait until we actually get to a point where it's difficult before bothering to do such a thing. So we shall see if I even bother. I'm not sure how long this game would last. in terms of streaming it non-stop anyways, depending on how much is done, it shouldn't take too terribly much. But tomorrow I probably will not. Well, maybe. I have to prepare a map for D&D for our Sunday session, and so there's a good chance that I won't spend that much time on it, because it's not going to be hours worth. It's just going to be one map for the most part. But there's oh, you're one of these puzzles, I see. Well, let's see. Well, that was simple enough. It shouldn't take too terribly much time to create the map, so I might have time to play a little bit of this. And, well, maybe. We'll see. I might try to hang out with... Oh, well, you're dead. That's sad. I wasn't really paying attention. Either way. So it is really just basic attacks that they do and nothing further. Well, that's good to know. The cowshed has been purified. Teleport back to the cowshed entrance, yes. We shall heal ourselves and save. I am really... Let's see, what is a good voice for you? It's sort of gruffer, but higher pitched, oddly enough, based on the yell he had. Sort of like what I gave the cat, I suppose. Quiet, you pitiful bastard! No, yes. Has it been long since he went inside? I don't know. No, of course you know nothing. I should have known. He will eliminate the spectres. And how does he think himself capable of destroying those stupid phantoms? He thinks himself better than you? Better than the Queen? No, I don't think that. Shut it. I didn't ask for your opinion. You all think you're more intelligent than the others, but you're all the same. In any case, this is hardly important. The phantoms will erase that conceited individual. You think he won't? Of course not. Nobody here is capable of fighting the phantoms apart from the Queen's officers. If only you listened to me more often, you wouldn't keep making fools of yourselves. But who's going to destroy the phantoms? I could have done it. But you don't deserve it. Too bad for you. You'll just have to take care of your problems yourselves. But no, please. I'm leaving now. I'm returning to Ulma. At least the people there are polite. They don't constantly cut you off. Please, don't. Goodbye. Get out of my sight. Don't. No, I beg of you, get the fuck out of my way right at this instant, if you want to keep your position. Right, well, we're going to go ahead and save, so we can heal up. Who was that person? You're alive? Yes. And the spectres... The cowshed has been purified. That, you must be very lucky. Who was that person? That was Dedan. He's the Queen's inspector. You mean Spectre? No. The Queen wouldn't employ a Spectre. He can't be one. But he's evil. I must destroy him. No, don't do that. He's an envoy of the Queen. You had better complete your work in the smoke mines. Please. In any case, he's an Alma. No one can get there without proper authorization. So please, return to the smoke mines. All right. I don't believe there's actually anything else here for us. Except for, well, of course, the mines. Oh, and here's half a cow. It's half a cow. Extracting scraps of metal from cows isn't what I prefer, but if I do my job, maybe I'll be transferred to Alma. I don't actually remember anything about what they do in Alma. Once you've extracted everything from the carcass, you slice it up into pieces and eat the meat. Very efficient. Also, again, as I said, I believe I've only gotten through about half the game, and by that I mean I got to World 2. I never completed World 2, or Zone 2, rather. But I have seen, as I said before, Markiplier played through this, as well as one or two other people. I don't remember who. It's just Markiplier is one that stands out in my mind that I remember. They say that the name of the metro stations coincide with the names of important people of the past. I have trouble imagining that things weren't always the way they are now. Right. Anyways, goodbye. Please select your destination. Elson, Damien, or cancel. So, we are currently at Pentel Station. There's Day Dawn, now Elson and Damien. So let's go to Elson. It's a new name, I believe. Oh, no, maybe it's not a new name. It's the first one we were at before. So I don't actually need to be here, do I? Damien's the start of the mines? Yes. So Damien is, the beginning of the area here. And we need to purify the mines here. So, let's save it once more. I'm not sure where to go, if it matters really or not. No, here it is. The darkness, I suppose, is definitely the right way. Alright, what are you? One-Eyed Spectre. Cunning Ectoplasmic Incarnations. 65 HP, 10 CP. Light weakness against metals. Unfortunate. I was hoping to revive him with a batter, but did not get the chance to. Well, not revive him. Heal him, rather. I'm not going to bother. Well, I can revive him after combat. I don't really need to right now. Adversaries purified. A Virgo orb has been found. So there's a lot of play on of the constellations as well as on the suit of cards, or not so much a deck of cards, primarily the named cards. Aces, Jokers, Jack Kings and Queens, I believe. Though I could be wrong about that portion. We'll see. And then there's the deities and such, or daemons. Alpha, Omega, and I don't remember the last one. Oh, Alpha, Beta, and Omega, I believe is what they are. Not equipment, right? It is objects. The Jokers revive. I actually don't really... I only have 2 of them, so I'm not going to waste one. There's a station right on the side here we can use. So no need to waste. Okay, so it looks like Omega is rather powerful when it comes to combat, but weak when it comes to defense. So we're going to have to work on that. Which also means I'll have to actually work on fighting them a little bit here. See, it did quite a lot of damage there. Nearly killing it in one go. Adversaries purified. So they are strong in terms of Scorpio orb has been found. Speaking of, what are these? Increase the character's attack by 5 or agility. Is this permanent? Is this a permanent boost? Not sure about that. We'll see. If it's permanent, then wonderful. If it's not, then I just wasted it. But I really need to increase the batter's base attack, because he does not have an actual attack currently. Also, just increasing speed in general will be very beneficial. I don't remember how much health they have. I believe it was about 90. Maybe they were 60s. Maybe these ones were 60. Also, I'm getting very hungry suddenly, which is rather annoying because I just ate not very long ago at all. I'm not sure if we even have much I can quickly whip up. Oh, that's rather annoying. Unlike Orb. What are you? Character's max CP. Yeah, he's the healer, so we'll work on the batter for now. Primarily, I need the batters to become stronger, because obviously he's the main character anyways. Let me inspect them once more. I really do not remember. Okay, so 65 health. Which means this attack can almost one-hit them. And that healing is also very good. And just like that, we're almost at full health, but they are finished. Well, almost, anyways. And there we are. Adversary is purified. Is there a way to check on my stats? One moment. Gemini Orb. Increase the character's defense. Let's see. Status. Here it is. So, attack 90, defense 58. Esprit 61, and agility 78. What is Esprit? Is that sort of another way to say spirit or some such? One moment. The quality of being lively, vivacious, or witty. Sort of like spirits, but maybe a mistranslation? Because it is a different form of spirit, I suppose, what have you. It's fitting enough. And then, of course, health and whatnot. Alright. So that should be one of each of the stats that they just help to increase. And then what's this last one here? Actually, it probably isn't a mistranslation. They probably intended for it to be that version of spirits. With the way that the people here speak, that's probably exactly what it is. How witty or cunning, or how charming one is, that sort of thing. Oh, right, I was wanting to check about the experience. Run with Courage has been acquired. And Torrent Sword. Right, so before we do that, just notice once more. Nothing up... No, there is the experience right there in the top. 4,000 out of 7,000. Alright, and we just got a new ability. Special attack of the elemental metal. So now we're getting the elements. So again, the elements are plastic, meat, smoke, and metal. So plastic, meat, smoke, metal, the 4 elements. Also handy, I can actually use that healing outside of battle. Increase the character's max HP by 50. 378. 428. So these are in fact permanent, which is great because that means if there is some way to farm them, then I can just raise the stats of the character, which I highly doubt. Well, unless you could purchase them. You might be able to purchase them, which would be very handy. I should really heal. Alright, actually, one moment. I'm going to be right back, just to see if I do have something I can quickly grab to eat, just to sort of have in between during the fights when it's a little slow. So, one moment. Alright, sorry about that. One of the downsides to working a full-time job and then going directly into streaming within half an hour after getting off work means I don't really have much time to prepare food or do things like that, or really eat much, especially since my lunch is halfway through the day, so it's by the time I get off work would be typically around when I would have dinner, or give or take when I start streaming rather. A little unfortunate, but I did have a little bit something to eat beforehand and thought it would be enough, and it wasn't. Just had pretty much a burger, nothing much. So really, it wasn't a lot. We've been down there. Oh, we haven't been here yet. You're new. Yeah, go ahead and auto-fight this one. So this way, during an auto-fight, if I have nothing to say, I can just eat a little bit of food. But I don't imagine much of these fights will be terribly hard in the mines anymore. Not until we get to the next zone. Or if there's another area where it gets a little harder. I'm not sure how large Zone 1 is, to be honest. But the adversaries have been purified. Oh, wrong button. I'm working. Oh, actually, I spoke to you already. He's working and being very productive. So he says. Now that leads out. And this leads to somewhere where a door was locked, right? Locked from the other side. And then the dark area, it had a dead end to it. So where am I supposed to go then? Maybe this is the door. Maybe I do need to go to this door. We'll see. Because that might be Didan's door. Actually, probably not. I feel like he'd be not in the mines. Right, so it's still locked from the other side. Not sure where to go. And I believe it's a dead end up here as well. See, now we're just one-hitting them. It's working out very well. So if I get further up here, then led to a dead end. And this leads back, right? Right. So it sort of just leads in a loop. So there must be somewhere past the cow shed to go. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. Unless I'm supposed to return to the original area and scout around there. I'm not sure. Let's talk with some people, see what they say. Specifically not these guys, but the one right here. Well, never mind, he just says the same dialogue as before. So let's go back to the first area. So there's really nothing here. So first of all, anything hidden? No. So that's sort of it then. I'm not sure where to go in order to purify the mines. Oh, actually, is there more here that I just didn't see before? Oh, there is. Okay, I see now. Because the ladder cut off there, right. Alright, well, now we know where to go. Sort of. So I have to figure out my way through here. For now, I'm just going to hug the left wall in order to make sure I explore everything.
Alpha achieved level 4. Expected bracket has been acquired. Special attack inflicting poison. And that could be very handy. Actually, they could use a bit of healing as well. The switch is currently on. Flip it off. Oh, that's a dead end there. It's an ambush. It should be simple enough to deal with. Honestly, this is the sort of game where I kind of wish there was more directly like it. Oh, I'm stuck on the wall there. More directly like it, as if it were part of a larger series or some such. Piece of Abaddon's meat has been found. So I think it would be quite enjoyable to see the sort of an extended universe or something further. Maybe another character or some such, and a natural sort of RPG element to it. But because of the way the nature of the story is, of course, that won't work. But it would be interesting to see maybe an alternate. I'm not sure how the story of that one would run, however. You're leaning to outside. Or maybe not. Somewhere where the lights are actually working. Oh, it's you. Let's go ahead and save here, I suppose. What a voice for him. His was just a simple and light-hearted voice, so I suppose... The characters are... It's pretty much just my same voice. The characters are starting to pile up, aren't they? Pardon? What I'm saying is that the average player doesn't need all these complicated and tedious dialogues. There should be more action and fewer questions. Who are you? I'm Zachary, the traditional item merchant that's necessary to every video game. I'll often find myself in places you're going to visit before you. But enough talk. I'm not one of those protagonists you have to listen to for hours. So, why not let me see the color of your credits? What can I purchase? So, recovers a moderate amount of HP, cures poison, and analysis the enemy's characteristics while analyzed. In offers, we already have the Herald's Mat and Audacious Symbol, Order of Justice, Nicholas Tunic, Radius Epidermis, so... So this one's not for anyone particularly, and these are for someone in particular. So we'll go ahead and purchase, of course, one of each, and then two of you. Did I just purchase 11 of those? I did. Well, that's actually rather annoying. Wait, how do... Oh, that's annoying. Well, that's fine. So it's left and right are the up and down. Up and down is the factor of 10. That's my bad for doing that. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it doesn't matter, just money. Equipment for the battle. We do have the Herald's Bat, as I stated, and now we have the tunic. Now the aura. And this here. Actually, how much would it take off? Hold on. Never mind. What? How? Where did you come from? I came from... I came from the smoke mines. But how? What? But that's impossible. No, not a single lamp works in the smoke mines. Faith guides my steps. Faith? My mission is to purify the mines. But it'd be But it seemed that the phantoms aren't particularly numerous. The spectres. Where am I here? You are here, the plastic administrations of Shachiata, the north of Zone 1. Our work consists of filling in forms. Afterwards, we package them and wrap them up in string to send them to the courier services. And there they ship the packages, and in exchange we receive parcels full of plastic. There's a lot of liquid plastic that forms our lakes and oceans, and then there's solid plastic used to make various objects. It's an essential element, the first among 4 elements. They say that for every element. Because without plastic, the world would be limitless, and people would keep walking and walking without ever stopping. But do you suspect us? Really? Yes, I'm purifying this zone. The spectres, they know where they come from. They come from the postal services. And the postal service. That's where we're taking care of sending packages from. Package forms. The problem is that nobody can remember the floor it's found. Oh, I'm in control now. Take the lift. Choose the floor. Basement 0. Ground floor 1. Roof 999. Postal service unknown. So we are currently in the basement, I suspect. Oh, Shatiata. The Queen's General has an office here, but his real house is in Alma. I don't particularly wish for a distance. Actually, I should probably save, but there might be a save station somewhere here. Can I actually speak to you? Form 2584, stamp 10258. Oh, my word, are you all about to... Yes, you are. They're all just going to be spouting random numbers by the looks of it. Because I have to. Oh, that's not what I typed in. For 71101, various offices. That is not the floor I typed in. It's also curious how they are quite literally the same entity. Choose your floor. What if I just do into this way? That's not what I typed in either. 6610. Sorry, 66610. So what if I take the lift, and I just put any other random number, 21012. 21012. Also wrong. Interesting. So it doesn't matter what... No, that was... Okay. I was trying to do the math for a second there. I realized it said 9, not 8. Odd. So the lift doesn't quite work if you put other numbers in. It just sort of bounces you around. By Jove, you again! You are decidedly everywhere. One could even believe you were following me. Yet your footsteps have not deceived you, for you are here in a place that could certainly be sacred blows. Could use sacred blows from your holy bat. Perhaps you're already aware of this, but it happens to be that the floor housing this administration's postal service is haunted by ectoplasms. It would be the most judicious to find the stories
where all those intangible monsters arise from post-haste in order to slay them. But could it be that this task is too arduous for your narrow mind, in which case I might perhaps be able to provide you with advice? Some help would be welcome. Open widely your ears and listen well, for I will not say this twice, not even amidst the most pathetic pleas. In one of the 4 rooms on the ground floor, the employees inside seem to be trained under particular directives. Additionally, if there was a choice to be made, I would choose the lower case over the upper. That is all. One of the 4 rooms under particular directive. Form stamp. A set of numbers. So, pay attention to the stamp, I suppose, is what he's trying to say, and something about what they are telling us. Wasn't there a room where they were all saying exactly the same one? Yes, 10258. And there we are. Floor 10258, Postal Service. No one? Well, of course. It's covered in spectres. Well, you would think so, at least. I'm the batter. Where are the phantoms? I'm very afraid. Help me. Oh, purification in progress. That's not what I wished for. Waiting. But employee of Zone 1 in poor health. 7 HP, 10 CP. No weakness, no resistance. Adversaries purified. One moment, someone's knocking at my door. Sorry about that. It was my youngest brother asking to borrow the car key as well as handing me another burger. They went to Checkers, it looks like, and he had given me a one before I was streaming because he went out and wanted some fast food and figured he'd pick me up something. But then he had another one that was basically the same thing. That turns out he didn't like it, so now I have a second burger. They're just small ones. It's just a I suppose regular beef, not Angus beef, but it's Swiss cheese instead, which usually is Swiss cheese with Angus, but I think it's just a regular burger. It tastes normal to me, at least. And pickles, I believe. Just Swiss and pickles. Maybe it's his suit that has taken control of his brain. Strange. Yeah, very strange, I would say. Floor 10258, area 1/2. Postal Service. Well, this is area 1 out of 2. Something strange is written on this form. First, right, we're taking a photo of this. 1 second here. First version. They lie 6 feet under, surrounded by hot metal and liquid plastic. Oh, and what are you? Tibers. Or Tibers or... Flying ghouls with bad intentions. No weaknesses, no resistance. Alright, this one looks like it should be pretty simple. Something strange is written on this form.
Second version. They are 8, and they have long beards. They watch what is happening from their high silver spheres. So it's just the numbers, right? That's all I have to really worry about, the numbers that they're stating on here. Alright, so it is 1 out of 2, 2 out of 3, or some such. The third version. A small big insect whose mandibles spit meat. So this will give me another floor combination. I'll keep an eye on their health, but if their health doesn't really get low enough, there's no reason to take direct control right now. See? Simple and done. The banter just achieved level 5. Lovely. Fourth version. They are 4, each one attributed to an element, and they protect their respective crystals. Alright, I'm going to inspect the other areas first. Last version. There are but 2 in the secret zone. Alright, and before continuing, and talking to that individual, because I believe he's going to ask for a code, I'm going to search the other papers. Also, I never mentioned it earlier, but the food I had gotten for myself was just mashed potatoes. It was quick and simple to just heat some water in a bowl, then throw some flakes in. It turns out we had a box of potato flakes still in the house. We also had actual potatoes, but potato flakes are much quicker. So I've just got a bowl of basically cheesy potatoes here. It's pretty good. And fifth version, 5 like the fingers on a hand. Their lungs produce primordial smoke. That's all new meaning to blowing smoke, I suppose. Alright, so next, I believe I actually have to go back down here. In honor of justice, I've already got one of those. Can I equip? I cannot equip another. No, right. But either way, I cannot go anywhere else, so time to go to the top. We now have the full code. Also, sorry if the clicking clacking the keyboard's rather annoying. I realize that my mic picks it up a little too well. I sort of really need to get a new keyboard in order to not have that be a consistent thing, which is sort of also the reason why I try to get games that allow me to not use it too terribly much if at all possible. But it is what it is. Alright, 1 second here. I'll go back to my photos. Alright. Access to the secret elevators forbidden. Did I say secret? I must pass. Oh, really? No, I think that's impossible. Unless you have the code. So, is first left or right left? A first version, they lie 6 feet under. Second version, there are 8. A third version, a soul. A fourth version, there are 4. Fifth version, there are 5. And final version, there are but 2. The code is. It's exactly correct. How? You must not pass. I don't want to die. Alright then. Well, sorry, but you're going to die. Or rather, you're going to be purified. That was actually very quick. I'm going to Alma. It will be nice.
Floor unknown, director's office. It also stands to reason that if you don't wish to be purified, maybe don't have the secret code to you or what have you sitting on the desk right by you. I already forgot the voice I gave him. Yeah, sort of something like this. Pitiful bastards! Disappear this instant! This is my zone. You're not to be here. Out of my sight, you fucking phantoms! You. It's you, the source of all my troubles. The ectoplasmic lord has set his fucking sights on my beloved zone. What did you want? Why have you decided to be such a pain in my ass? I have dedicated my whole life to this place. You have no right to corrupt it with your pathetic phantoms. Be gone.
You're mistaken. I am not a phantom. I'm a purifier. I have come to cleanse the world of these ectoplasmic beings.
How dare you respond? And how dare you think I will just swallow these insults? Listen well, this is simple. Get out of here and take your goddamn specters with you, or I'm going to kill you. I hope for your sake that I have made myself clear. If I see you again, you're dead.
The tramway will now stop in Alma. Alright, well, time to go to Alma. Descend to ground floor. You can only return to the room through... that's fine. I will have no need to return to that room. Also, sorry if I'm a bit loud with doing his voice. It sort of lends itself to being loud. Next page, Alma. I thought that doorway for a moment was a really tall hat. I'm not allowed to let anyone pass unless they answer some questions. Two of them come from Jerusalem, and I'm absolutely going to just speed this along here. Alright, two come from Jerusalem. And the third, order, why not? The Holy Trinity is made of roses. Our Lady wears jersey number 8. And how many 3s are there in June? 22? 19? 17? 19. Cyril, Kevin, and Alexander? One or more of your answers were false. So, one or more of your answers were false. I should have read the whole questions in his voice, but I was taking the photos. Take a closer look. Not yet. June. There's 1, 2, 3. Actually, can I don't see my mouse here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 22. Cyril, Kevin, and whom? Alright. Actually, let me go back to here. I'm not sure what's with the 7 here. Fourth Sunday, Lent Sunday. Saint Cyril of Jerusalem. Cyril, Alexander of Jerusalem, Sword Order. So that is, how many, no. Cyril, Kevin, and whom? So I'm assuming that means Cyril, Kevin, and, okay, so Jonas. So Cyril, Kevin, and Jonas. February, the month of Crocuses. Nothing there. 11 on the thoughts. 600 year later, Lords. The Holy Trinity.
Roses, alright. So the Holy Trinity is roses. Cyril, Kevin, and Jonas. The 22 threes. Our Lady wears jersey number 87, perhaps? No, 7. It's not an option. 4, 6, or 8. Our Lady wears jersey number... Would it be 6 then? Because that's the number 11 here? 600, yeah, Our Lady of Lords. So the lady, 6, okay. And then 2 of them came from Jerusalem. And Saint Alexander of Jerusalem, Saint Salvatore of Orta. So Orta, right? I don't know. Enter liquid. The thirds from Orta, Roses, 6, 22, and Jonas. All of your answers were correct, but there's one more question. If you were to turn the month of March upside down, what two-digit number can you read? Oh, so that's where the 7 came in at. That's correct. Correct. Alright, hopefully I won't be needing that anymore. But we'll see, I suppose. Sorry if you hear the water in the background. Heating up some water for tea. My nails are all dirty. What a weird thing to say. Also, like the blood waters. I'm here to see Dedan. Dedan? Yes, of course. Why are you telling me about the elements when I mentioned I was here for Dedan? You are here, I hit the button. Here, meat flows freely, endlessly filling these immense metal pools in which we find ourselves. It's odd that the meat is no liquid. Our work consists of pouring this meat into bottles before the fountain overflows. The meat is sent to everyone, to those living in Zone 1 and others. It's an essential element, the first among the 4 elements. So, Zone 1 is the creation. It's the zone of creation. Because without meat, people would have nothing to eat, and they would devour each other. Master Dawn has an office in the center of the fountains, but nobody has ever found it. Generally speaking, Master Dawn's people only appear when necessary. There. But who are you again? I've come to liberate the world of malignance. Oh, really? So I'm pouring boiling water right now. I don't really wish to spill it on myself. It's sort of uncomfortable when that happens. I've done it a few times. It's never fun. Alright. Oh, wow. Well then, can you liberate me? That's such an odd question. Of course I can. Maybe things will be better now. Let's go ahead and save right here. And I need to figure out a good voice for this man here, because I don't like the one I'm using. It's too similar and almost indistinguishable from the one I currently, from my current voice, and it's very sort of annoying that I cannot think of a good one for him, because I'm trying to go based on the sprite, the voice that the sprites make, at least a little bit. They don't. It's more of a demonic howl that's clearly edited even more than normal to sound inhuman, which is perfectly fine, but not something I can recreate. Technically, I cannot recreate the others. So, his voice, however, is fairly normal. The Zachary's voice here. See, fairly normal. Downside, I don't like the one I was using. So let's try Bonjour, Aldwin. In good form. Perhaps you have some credits to spare. Need anything in particular? Honestly, I don't think he has anything. No, actually, well, no. An offensive equipment for add-ons, persistent symbol. I would very much like that. But we already have the others. Let's make sure we're purchasing the right amount this time. Alright, and I believe that's everything that we can currently purchase, because we only have the Herald Bat. And I don't need your items. Technically, I don't really need my items either. Equipment, and a Collar of Wrath. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. First of all, raise the defense by 4. It's not very much. And this one raises the defense by 2. It's really not a lot. I mean, it's better than nothing, especially if it's a 1-to-1. 65 defense, getting hit for 70 means you take 5 damage, that sort of thing. But still. Let me work! I don't think so. I'm going to purify you. Alright. Combat is Alpha Achieve level 5. Yet I've never been ill. Pedello recovery point. Call a Pedello. That there. I don't like that sound. 1-4. One moment. I'm going to take a photo of that as well, because it will save a lot of problem in the future. 2-9. I should just do it this way. Much faster. Might have taken that one a little too late. Also, those are serpents coming out of meat water. I was about to say blood water. It's technically blood water. It's got blood in it. And what are you? Triquantary. Aquatic ghoul with a radiant smile. HP 100, light weakness against plastic. We should be fine to continue auto-battling. We're doing a fair amount of damage. Alright. Retaking that photo just in case. How do I get off of the pedalo? No, I just click the button. I don't want to be burnt. Alright, well, this battle is done, so what is the next pedalo? I'm assuming that's what this is here. Well, damn! Oh, it actually just calls it right back there, alright. And what about you? I don't want to be a phantom! Have you considered the light of God? Have you ever considered that the light of God will be delivered through a baseball bat? What's happening to me? Right, so we don't have the full picture here yet. We're not productive enough anymore.
If I'm not working, then who will? Of course, I would love a Palermo. Alright, more photos. And more automato on that. Actually, no, cancel that. And there we are. Now, auto battle. To your heart's content. Alright, I believe I have all the photos I'll need for that. This sort of makes me want to travel. One moment. Oh, there are in fact more. Of course, right at the end. Furious Home Run. Probably an actually powerful attack compared to just healing or status effects. But we'll see later. For now, it doesn't really matter. Alright, let's take a look. So 1 is 4, 2 is 9, 3 is 8, 4 is 2, 5 is 6, and 6 is 5, 7 is 9, and 8 is complete. Alright, what did that do for us exactly? Oh, right, there was that gate at the, spot where Zachary was. Alright, let's make sure to save first. Alright, are you a sound puzzle? So first of all, I didn't want to walk through the door, I was wanting to stop by it. Walked a little too far, by the time I hit right, I was already in the other room. Unfortunate, but now we can talk to this little cat, which was a bit of luck, I suppose. I wish you a good day, dear omnipresent companion. Soon you will have been able to admire all the scarlet and ultramarine landscape of this zone. You seem distraught by the unique architecture of this place. If such is truly the case, you should learn how to concentrate, so as to be mistaken no more in your choice of opportunities proposed to you at every corner of this maze. Next time, linger and ponder a little longer before traversing one of these trapdoors, you young drunkard. Right. So, if I'm not mistaken, it's a sound puzzle. You can hear it get louder there. Not very loud here. Louder up at the top. Louder here. Right, that was honestly fairly easy. How many of these do I have? One moment. Alright, so we're not terribly far off. Are you certain that you want to pass through this gate? Yes.
You! By the Queen's 1,000 faces! Are you crazy or just completely idiotic? What part of I'm going to kill you wasn't clear to you?
I'm here to eliminate you.
You're insane! I am the guardian of Zone 1. It is nothing without me. What mental illness enables this blind faith, hiding the obvious from your eyes?
I'm the one who's going to purify the world, and you're the pest that eats away at this land. Prepare yourself. Purification in progress.
You will taste the pain, you sick spirit. I'm going to cut your face to remove this insufferable smile.
Alright, so this one we will of course actually fight. And what does Furious Homeland do? Special attack with low impact. Element of metal. Well, of course we're going to wide angle first. Dedan, Royal Guardian of Zone 1. Health and CP unknown, first boss. No weaknesses noted. Of course, poison first. Sweep hand. Kind of painful. Ooh, 170, that's good. We're not going to keep using those attacks, however, because I do wish to ensure that I have enough CP left over for healing. Not the greatest, but not bad. And we have no real way of knowing just how much we need to attack him for. I'm not sure if that poison's actually poisoning him or not. That doesn't do as much as the other one, sadly. Well, alright. Oh, he's forcibly attacking. I see. Let's go ahead and heal dear Alpha here. Oh, he's now immune to that, or missed, one of the two. Sorry about that. So I got curious, saw I had a message. Was wondering what it was. It's just, Johnny Rings going live. I'll pop in to stop them if they are wasting their CP and or are dying in need of healing. Like right now. I really am curious as to what the win condition here is. If it's a certain amount of damage that needs done, and just not telling us what that damage is, or if there's something else. Actually, go continue on, you're fine. They should live. His damage isn't terribly great. It's just, he's got a lot of health. That, on our hand, however, does hurt. No, and we won. An adversary is purified. 3,000 experience points gained, 601 credits. Cancer card received. Alpha achieved level 6.
Is this a joke? I lost. I lost? You are defeated, Daedon, guardian of the first zone. This land is now pure.
Yes, I very much would like to save, and with that, we are caught up on the saved files at the very least. Oh look, little demon look baby. What are you? Oh, he's playing little Kalimba. That didn't start well. World map. So what happens if I go back to zone 1? The world is dead. That's what happens. Oh. An inspiration has been found. What is that? An inspiration. Also, wait, what does Avalon's meet again? Fully restores. What does it mean, inspiration? Persistence. Oh, I should have done that. That's fine. I forgot I purchased that. That's my bad. What is the inspiration it's talking about? Audacious symbol. Offensive equipment for add-ons. Use one. Oh, inspiration. Offensive item useful in combat. I see. There it is. The downside is they're the same exact color as the background, so you cannot see them. Also, notice how you can hear the whisperings that you hear only in the void. But you can hear them here. Damien. Oh, wait, was there... It's cut off. You can no longer go down there. Interesting. I could still save here if need. Oh! A fortune ticket has been found. What's that? Recovers a large amount of HP. So, oddly enough, I do remember certain things here now. Like, I knew this world would be dead, but I don't remember it switching up the map. Also, I don't remember the whisperings, but I do love it. This door that was never opened before. Oh. 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 Diabolical humanoid spirit secretary times 2. Light weakness against plastic. Light resistance against smoke. Oh. That's sort of a lot of damage for a common enemy to have. You know, let's just auto-attack for right now and see what happens. It's quite a lot of damage. Luckily, there is that save station nearby, so I don't have to explore too much. But this is a good farming zone. That means that they are higher level. Ooh, they do a lot, though. I should be able to survive on auto. I do need to... I need to heal, however. If there's a way to increase the capability of an attack, I really need to. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, Alright. The bandage is achieved level 7. Good. Let's see if we can. Ooh, still poison, I see. Objects. No, actually, before that. Well, object. I don't have very many jokers. I'm not about to use these, so let's go ahead and competencies. Heal yourself up. Just in case. I don't wish to use the items if I do not have to. But I very well might. Especially since I'm in the wrong area. Unfortunate. Fleeing actually worked pretty well. I don't need to save, I just need to make sure we are alive. I do wish to try and explore this, but we are clearly not prepared. We could explore a little bit, but it would take pretty much all of our items just to ensure survival. And I don't really wish to waste the items right now. I could just come back at a later date. So, for now, let's go along the trail here and see what it leads to. Interesting. Back to the void we go, I suppose. Return to the nothingness. Alright. Zone 2, yes. Center library, lower parts. The library is here, but what is elsewhere? Oh. I have no fear. I know how to not have fear anymore. I am not afraid. Do you want to know how? If you're not scared to know, ask me. The page has taught me I am not afraid anymore now. Do you want to be free from fear? Give me 100 credits and I'll give you the page. Here, I'll give you the page. What did he give me? Page 33. A page ripped from a book. The third... nothing I can really read here. It's a need of hearts, however. I wonder if that's important. We can't go to the park. Maybe it's better that way. But there has to be a good reason. And the park is currently indisposed. Odd. The shop. Commercial area. The mall's full of spectres. It's terribly frightening. Full of spectres, you say? Oh, my eyes. Going from red to grey to pink to blue. My word. Right. Hello, Zacharias. I already forgot the voice I gave for you. Oh. Buenos dias, dear Edwin. What better place to shop than a shopping mall? Right. Anyways, Ooh, Messiah's bat, Emmanuel bat. I'm assuming that the higher the price, the better the bat. Alright, so we clearly want Emmanuel bat. Cleric symbol, offensive equipment for add-ons. Battlesome symbol. Actually, I should have got the royal one. Why did I bother? It's fine. Honor of Justice, Honor of Fear. Defensive equipment for 1. Oh, that's what we have. David Tunic is currently better apparently than we currently have, but there's also this call of pain, call of sadness. Alright, well, I'm not sure how this will work out right now, so let me check my equipment. Alright, so it's an increase of 7. We do still have the Norm of Justice. Nicholas to David, an increase of 2. Call of Sadness, increase of 3. And no special still. So you're increasing incrementally on what these are, at least in some regards. Still got the Aura of Justice. Ulna Epidermis, plus 2. Cause of Sadness, plus 3. Nothing special yet. So anything else worth buying? Covers a large amount, moderate amount. Revive a character. I should probably buy these. Counters poison, offensive equipment, so I should probably buy these. Alright. Go ahead and save that right over here, and we cannot continue further. Alright. And what about you? You live in Bismarck. It's strange that you're not wearing a tie. A residential area. These barriers prevent people from falling into the plastic. They're even made of rubber so you don't hurt yourself. It's good. Well, if you say so, I suppose. The residence area's for residents only. Imagine the panic if intruders ever sneaked into our home. I'm sure I can imagine. I will be purifying you after all. No offense to the spectres, these are fake shelves. Yes, we should no longer lend any books to that man. He tears out the pages. It's almost dangerous. Yes, I'm going back upstairs. Lend the books to me, so that I may tear the pages out and need them. Hello, welcome to the library. I should point out that the upstairs floor is inaccessible because of the spectres. There are phantoms inside this building. Yes, why? I'm going to eliminate those impures. Destroy the spectres, but you could get hurt, and there's nothing up there. Only walls, shelves, stairs, and old cat. A cat? I'm going up to purify that floor. Okay. Don't make too much noise then. And the third floor is not really accessible. People have torn pages out of the books there. So I don't want people to go up there anymore. It could be dangerous. I'm doing nothing wrong. I like looking at the wall. Right, sure, I don't see why not. Don't turn the pages. It makes too much noise. Oh, okay. Then how are you supposed to read? Even turning a page makes too much noise. I prefer the fake books. You can't damage them. Sounds like a lot of cowards to me. I can see certain shelves I could interact with. A joke has been found, very good. But I'm not sure why. There's a page of a book on the wall. Excuse me. Page 33 again. The same as the 3 of clubs, and a short cells cannot read it. You already have a page. You can carry one at a time. Ah, I see. Unfortunate. The Queen of Spades, rather. Also, there's no chance of actually reading these things. So I think I'm probably going to go ahead and end this one here in a moment. Going back to the save station, sort of ending it there. So that way we can maybe do a zone per stream or some such. This isn't a particularly long game. If how long Zone 1 talk is, well, Zone 1 talk is. Any evidence of that. There's not going to be much to it, so I'm not particularly worried about it taking too long. So
again, I'm going to stream from Tuesday to Thursday, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so that way I can have the rest of the week pretty much off from things for the most part. Well, Sundays and Mondays will be D&D, and nevertheless, and Fridays are streaming some other tabletop RPG. Currently, it's Mutants and Masterminds, which is honestly a lot of fun. We'll see if we continue that. The other option is currently another. What is that series called? Mage the Awakening by. Uh, can't remember. Anyway, that's another option that we have that we may do. So depending on how things go, we might switch it up. But I'll be switching Saturdays out because Saturdays I might also try to stream with friends, and or just hang out with them when they're not streaming. So that way I don't have to cancel the stream if I choose to hang out with friends or make some weird sort of thing there and just pop into a stream. May have, if they're doing the stream of some kind of game that I join in on, just make an announcement that we're doing that as well. So we'll see how that turns out. But again, as I said before, they primarily play games I'm not particularly into, which is why I streamed on Saturdays anyways. So we'll see if we do keep to that. But that is all for now. These streams are a little short this week. Mostly trying to get back on track, but also just work is somewhat draining mentally, and I do not have the focus to really keep with it. Also, partially the sinuses situation. Really talking with this nasal congestion is kind of annoying. Having to clear it out every so often or pause just to do that. Very frustrating. Basically, talking is the problem. It doesn't help that my job is to talk for most hours of the day. It's either if I'm not sending an email, I'm talking on the phone. If I'm not talking on the phone, I'm building an invoice, that sort of thing. So lots of talking, lots of preparing, things of that nature. So by the time I finally stream, sadly, I only stream on my days of work. I'm pretty much out of it. So apologies for that, but that'll be the end of the stream for now. Hopefully next week I'll pick back up to 3-ish hours or so. But we'll see how that turns out. So that is all for now. I do hope you enjoyed. I do hope you enjoyed this series. Not sure what I'll play afterwards. I'm sort of wanting to get into a different sort of game, sort of more of an action-y type. So I might do the Have a Great Death, I believe it was called. Might do that one just to sort of mix it up a bit. And then, as I said, sort of hop into a World of Horrors in between, that sort of thing. So we shall see how it turns out. Sort of going to play it by ear after this, as I usually do anyways. But I do hope you enjoyed. If you have any suggestions, feel free to let me know. Do take care, be well, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Goodbye.